Here's Dr. James Dobson with Family Talk.
Astrophysicist Stephen Hawking may be the most intelligent man on Earth, being compared by some to Albert Einstein. But Hawking has ALS syndrome, a grave illness which has left him paralyzed except for his fingertips. He manipulates a computer with those fingers and thereby communicates his calculations and his thoughts. Dr. Hawking has a very interesting perspective on his disorder. He said before he became ill, he was bored with life. He called it a pointless existence. He drank too much and he did very little work. But when he learned that he only had 2 years to live, life suddenly took on a new meaning. He was actually happier than before. Hawking explained the paradox this way. When one's expectations are reduced to zero, one really appreciates everything one does have. It's true, everything becomes meaningful to those who are dying. A sunrise, a walk in the park, or the laughter of children. But those who believe life owes them a free ride are often miserable. Perhaps the high incidence of depression in Western nations, and maybe even the tragic rate of divorce, can be traced in part to unrealistic expectations of what life will bring. May I suggest that we accept our circumstances exactly as they are and not expect more than life can deliver?
Dr. James Dobson with Family Talk.
Saying no to our children can sometimes become an unfortunate habit in the home.
Here's Dr. James Dobson for Family Talk.
Every child needs to be acquainted with denial of his more extravagant wishes, and there's a need for parents who have the courage to say no when circumstances warrant. But this responsibility of holding the line and turning down a child's petitions can lead us to say no when we really ought to say yes, and it can be habit forming. No, you can't have a cookie. No, you can't go outside. And no, you can't have a friend to spend the night. We could have answered affirmatively in each of those requests, but we denied them almost without thinking. Why? What's behind the habit of saying no? Well, it's like an umpire who immediately calls a runner out or safe at home plate. He knows that to waver is to invite an avalanche of protests. Likewise, a parent will sometimes issue an immediate denial to put an end to the matter before the kids get up ahead of steam. Also, we say no because we don't have time to think about the consequences, and because the kids ask for 1,000 favors a day and we find it convenient to refuse them all. But this knee-jerk negativism is irritating for the child and unduly restrictive to him. He deserves the right to a fair hearing based on the merits of each particular request. Say yes to your child unless there is a very good reason for saying no.
Dr. James Dobson with Family Talk.